bitch that I ain't going nowhere. I ain't blowing no smoke. I mean, I've been sober, but you should've known it. I wasn't going.
Do it. So whether you guys are watching me live right now or whether or not you're watching the recording, you want to make sure you have a copy of our Transition of Wealth worksheet. Now, what's a Transition of Wealth worksheet? Very, very simple. It's a basic document where we're going to fill in the blanks and teach you guys some of the things that wealthy people know and have known for years. But the private information is one sector where they create wealth, but the public information is another sector where you have to find out what they're doing behind the scenes. So what we did was we created a worksheet that literally has a fill in the blank format. I'm going to look very smart because I'm holding the answer key. But the truth is you can do this exact same overview for your family. You can fill in the blanks with your children. You can earn residual income. We make as much as $15,000 per day. You too can purchase land. You too can multiply your money. You too can have assets. If I told you it started with one sheet of paper, would you believe me? Well, you don't have to believe me. We're going to fill in the blanks and show you guys exactly how it works. Now, who am I? My name is Brian Bean. I'm the proud founder of the Extra Digit Movement. And what that means is we show you how to grow your net worth one digit at a time. Here I was, broke as a joke, graduated from Morehouse College, landed a corporate American job, finished in 4 years. I thought I had a bright future, but I was very, very negative. And I don't know if I was negative because I was broke or was I broke because I was so negative. Either way, it was a bad situation for me. And guess what? One day it hit me. You got to start talking to wealthy people. You got to talk to people that have freedom, flexibility, residual income. You got to start talking to people that have non-wage income, get capital gains. They get dividends. They don't work for every dollar. Guess what? I started talking to those people and my income shot through the ceiling. So I was blessed and fortunate enough to retire when I was 22 years old. So I stand before you guys not to impress you, just to impress upon you that I was that broke college kid, just like a lot of people trying to find my way. And mentorship and private information changed my life. First of all, this is the Extra Digit Transition of Wealth worksheet. There's a big transition happening in this country. You need some of this money to transition to you. I talked about it earlier. We're going to learn the rules, blank number 2, the rules of the wealthy. So far at the very top, all we did was fill in the title and the subtitle. This is the Transition of Wealth worksheet, and it's time for you to learn the rules of the wealthy. Here's what you guys have to remember. There's two sides of information. There's the public side that they teach everybody, go to school, get a job, nothing wrong with that. Work is honorable, work is noble, but that won't make you wealthy, and I'm gonna prove it. Then there's the private side of information. Hey, you do know you need to use leverage. You do know you need to use other people's money. You do know that you don't have to be wealthy to get a trust fund, but a trust fund can help you get wealthy. You do know that you can limit your taxes down to 0 to 5%. You do know that debt, revolving debt, is not your friend. So let's look at it. First, what is the problem? Why are most people in America struggling financially? These are statistics. Most Americans have to go get a part-time job after retirement. Most Americans don't have $3,000 saved up for a miniature emergency. Most Americans don't make any non-wage or royalty or residual income. They work for every dime. Most Americans have to do what? Rely on the federal government after they retire if they don't go get a part-time job, and if they have Social Security and a part-time job and you're lucky enough to have a pension, guess what? It's still not enough. Why is that? Well, because taxes took 1/3 of your check all the years you've been working, and that means you work for the government for 1/3 of the year. See, these are the 4 roadblocks that keep most of us from succeeding. Nobody ever taught you property taxes, sales taxes, federal taxes, state taxes, ad valorem taxes, capital gain taxes, luxury taxes. And if you go to any restaurant today, you'll see about 5 or 6 different taxes just on the receipt. But just your federal taxes alone will cost you 1/3 of your money. Nobody ever taught you that most of your money leaves because of the government. Those are the taxes. So we're going to show you how to legally, ethically, and morally minimize that. Now, taxes cause number 2, which is debt. So if 1A is taxes, 1B is debt. Most Americans are buried in debt because the government took all the money out of your check in taxes. And if you don't believe me, just look at your gross and look at your net. Your net makes you feel gross. You get it? Because the gross is what you made, but the net is what you took home. And then you have to spend the rest of your life trying to make some more money to get back to your gross. So you run up debt, credit card debt, student loan debt, mortgage, car note. Then you have 2 cars, then you have children, and then you repeat the cycle. That's why we call taxes the chainsaw massacre, but we call debt the family curse. Because you can pass that same practice on to your children. I'm not knocking education. I'm knocking the way they teach us that it's perfectly fine. Debt is not okay. Interest is not your friend if you're on the wrong side of it. You got another problem that haunts a lot of us at the same time. It's called big business. Now, Brian, what you mean big business? Well, every single day there's a commercial. Every single day there's a special. Every single month there's some holiday. Big business stays in your pocket. Everything from the colors on the logos to the words and sounds of the commercial to the aroma when you walk into the store. Billions of dollars in marketing is spent to get your money. So 3 entities have successfully shifted your money away from you and given it to them. See, it's not that most Americans don't make money. It's that most Americans don't keep any of the money that they make. And then guess what? Guess what's happening at the same time? Big business increases the prices. 1D is inflation. The prices continue to rise. So how is it that big business is not only taking our money, but they're increasing the prices? We have less money and prices are going up. This is a problem, guys. It doesn't matter how much money you make if you're making it the wrong way and giving it to these entities. So what we've done in Extra Digit, we've all come together. We created this concept called S.I.M.P.L.E. And Make Wealth Real, which is our parent company, uses the S.I.M.P.L.E. approach. S.I.M.P.L.E. stands for Shift, Increase, Multiply, Protect, and Leverage everything. We're leveraging that worksheet right now. We're leveraging Make Wealth Real's experts who do all the work for you. You think we get as much as $15,000 a day doing this ourselves? No, we leverage everything. So it's a very simple concept. And believe it or not, you have simple solutions to these 4 problems. Number 1, solution 2A on your sheet is to make the shift. So the first thing you got to do is understand that if you want to be wealthy, everybody watching this video can be wealthy. But the first thing you have to do is get your money back away from the entities above that's stopping you from getting wealthy. That's called the shift. Now we got to increase your money and show you how to leverage this video, leverage that worksheet, and we pay you $200 a day if you want, $650 a day you can earn, $1,000 a day, up to $15,000 per day in residual income. So now your money is increasing. Then 2C is to multiply. Money can get more money better than you can get more money. So we got to multiply that money. And then 2D is to protect it. And we're going to show you guys how. Let's break it down. Most people have what they need already to start this process. You need a house or apartment. Start your home-based business. I'm going to prove to you guys why a home-based business is not a nicety, it's a necessity. A home-based business is a must. Even if you have a high-paying job right now, 6 figures, perfect. You need a home-based business because you're getting killed in taxes with your 6-figure job. Even if you have a traditional business, perfect. You need a home-based business because a home-based business expands those deductions. Our home-based business is $249 one time. Now I want you to understand, with Make Wealth Real, it's $249 to start a home-based business. Now wait until you see the things that come with that. Wait until you see the professionals and firms and partnerships and alliances that come with that. Right now, I want you to think about a lawn care business, a daycare, a nail salon, a barbershop. I'm just naming some traditional brick and mortar businesses. And tell me if it costs $249. Right now, think about the overhead that most traditional businesses have and tell me if it costs $249. In fact, in our business, it's all digital. That's why we leverage everything. I don't even have any inventory. I don't have any products in my garage that I have to ship to you. I don't have anything that I have to actually sell you. What I'm showing you is how to stop losing the money that you already have and shift that money back to you via education. So for $249, you got a home-based business that pays for itself, guaranteed. Watch. Make the shift. The average tax savings on number 3 in the arrow is $300 to $600 a month. Now, if you invested $249 one time and $300 to $600 per month is coming back into your household. This is every single month. Tell me if the return on your investment already is worth it. $249 one time, $300 to $600 per month. A W-2 is taxed the highest. 28 to 33% of your money is coming off the top. We talked about that earlier. A W-2 says, I work first, I'm taxed second, and I spend third. So you did all the work, but you third in line. A business owner with a home-based business, like the one you're looking at right now, decides to open a business. The government says, you know what? We tax you between 18 and 23%. That's way less than 28 to 33%. Why is that? Because businesses run this country. Businesses run this world. So the government says, you know what? We're going to let your business work. We're going to let your business spend, and then you get taxed last. See, the government legally, ethically, and morally supports business owners. See, they're whispering to you the private information that they're not going to scream in college. I want you to think about this for a second. When the pandemic hit and everybody was quarantined, the government helped business owners first. Disaster relief loans, 2 and 3% interest, tens of thousands of dollars. PPP loans, forgiven. Payroll protection, forgiven. Hey, keep your business going. Don't worry about paying us back. ERC programs. Hey, keep your business going. Don't worry about paying us back. If you had a business during COVID, whether it was essential or not, they did what they could to help people thrive. Disaster relief grants and loans, low interest rates, PPP loans, ERC programs. You know what you got if you didn't have a business? A stimulus check. And maybe unemployment. The stimulus check wasn't enough to pay 1 month's mortgage. PPP loans were enough for people to rebound and start their whole careers over. You have to be a business owner. So why would you sit in your house or apartment with internet, with a cell phone, with square footage, with lights, with everything you already have, and not deduct it to pay the government last? It just makes sense. Now, here's where you want to get. 3C, capital gains are taxed 15%. Now, Brian, what's capital gains? Well, anytime your money makes money, the government says we tax that way less. See, the government taxes money less than it taxes labor. So as long as you're going to work, you pay the highest tax. As long as money is going to work, it pays a lower tax. So if 15%, that's almost half of what you're paying if you work a job, 33%. So it is true. The rich do get richer and the poor do stay poor, because it's not how much money you make, it's how you make your money. So capital gains, or money, says money's gonna work, money's gonna make more money, and then money gets taxed last at a lower percentage. Now you tell me, which one of these percentages do you want to pay? You want to keep ignoring your house or apartment and paying 28 to 33%? Or you want to use your house or apartment for $249 and bring back thousands per month? That's just a home-based business incentive. It gets better. What if I told you on line 4, your home-based business includes Make Wealth Real's membership at $149 a month for every expert you can think of in the money game that you need in order to succeed. So wait a minute, Brian. I get a home-based business for $249. Yes. The first month of $149 is included in that. Yes. So basically you got a home-based business for $100. Now, the $149 per month, what does it get you? Well, now that you have a business, don't you want a staff and some companies and some experts to help you with your finances, since that's what you're going to show people how to do, is use their home as well? Yeah. Okay, so let's look at what the $149 per month gets you. Let's go with 4A, reduce my taxes. Total tax savings so far with Make Wealth Real, $250 million. That's $250 million just in 4A from the members of Make Wealth Real, because our experts are enrolled agents that are going to do your taxes for you. It's included in your membership, and so far they saved us $250 million in taxes. 4B, eliminate my debt. Average debt savings per person, $64,000 each. I want you guys to ask yourself a question. How much more money would you have if your debt was zero? We've saved over 56,000 years of interest for all of our members because of our home-based business. What if I told you almost $100 million on 4C we've saved to lower our bills on 4C? Yeah, we negotiate your internet bill down, cable bill down, cell phone bill down, my pest control bill is down. You upload these things to our portal, and then because of our membership and their strength in numbers, we actually help your bills, we negotiate your bills down, so every month that cash flow comes back to you. Do you think now the $149 is worth it per month when it's saving you thousands in taxes, thousands in debt, and thousands in bill negotiations? 4D, restore my credit. Do you know the average credit score increase for our members is 126 points each? They took me from a 734 to an 811. So I didn't have bad credit, but man, it felt good to cross that 8 threshold. Now you walk in the bank, they start treating you a little different. Now I don't go in there for a loan with my toes crossed and fingers crossed and praying. I'm like, nah, I don't like the way you didn't open the door for me when I walked in. I'm gonna go out here to Chase and see if they treat me a little more respect in this 800 club. No, I'm kidding. But my whole point is your posture changes when you got positive cash flow, taxes are down, and a high credit score. And that's just the beginning of what your membership gets you. Now, 5 is simple. Increase. Remember, the I in simple is increase. Now that you've made the shift, the S.I.M.P.L.E is easy. Now you got all your money back. Now we can play ball. Number 1, we did it with the tax deductions because now you got a home-based business. Number 2, did you know you can hire your children? People say, what? Yeah, another hidden jewel of the wealthy. Hire your children. Think about it. If they're going to softball practice anyway, if they're going to gymnastics anyway, if they're going to baseball practice anyway, you going back to school and buying clothes anyway. Our children need money all the time. Why wouldn't you pay the child, deduct the expense because the child is now on payroll, and then the child buys the uniform. The child pays for gymnastics. The child pays for piano lessons. Not only are you teaching your children something really remarkable about budgeting, but you also wrote everything off. You're wasting thousands of dollars if you don't have a home-based business and you don't hire your children. They're getting the money anyway. So one extra step, pay the child pays the expense. You wrote off the payroll to the child. Oh, you still don't have $249, even though you're going to pay for something for your children next week. Earn residual income. And last but not least, time freedom. These are the powers of a home-based business. So not only are the experts helping you, but now you're getting residual income. I'll show you how. Not only are our experts helping you, but now you can hire your children. Not only are our experts helping you, but now you got freedom, flexibility, residual income, tax deductions, and home-based business benefits. People often ask me, so Brian, what's the business? You're looking at the business. Remember, the L-E in simple is leverage everything. We play this video, we introduce people to a worksheet. Our business is educating people on the power of a home-based business and then throwing in experts to help you run it. So don't let it go over your head. People say, I need to go find a business. Now I'm excited. No, this is the business. This is one of them that you can join right away. And it's not 1,000, it's not 800, it's not 650, it's not 450, it's not 300. It's $249 and $149 per month. Our executives, as you share the power of a home-based business, average between $150 a month and $4,500 per month. Now, why is that important? Well, at the executive levels, then there are 5 levels. At the first level, you make $150 per month. Well, last I checked, your overhead was $150 per month. So the business pays for itself in addition to all the other money that the experts are bringing back to your household. We average $2,187 per month in buying power back into your household just with the $149 membership. Let me say this again. $2,187 per month comes back into your household for $149 a month that you're investing. So now the executive level 1 can earn $150 per month. Now your $149 is covered. Executive level 5 averages about $4,500 per month. And then there's everywhere in between. Now, why is this important? Let's look at 5A. I want you to put a star next to 5A. We have a saying in our organization, 12 equals 600 per month. Now, Brian, what do you mean? That's not 12 people that you personally sponsored. That's a team of people that mushroom to 12. So you told 3, you won't know the other 8, to 9. You may not know 80% of the people in that 12, but you're earning $600 a month because your team has 12 people in it. Now, at that point, all you're doing on a part-time basis is rinse and repeat. So in 5A, I want you to write down 12 equals $600 a month. Part-time and full-time income is waiting for you as an executive in 5A. Part-time and full-time income. Some people go to work every day and don't make an extra $4,500 a month. 5B, regionals earn anywhere from $6,000 to $30,000 a month working from home. Now you rinse and repeat, and in the regional section, you're in the top 5 to 10% income earners in the country. People don't average $6,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 per month. Some people are lucky to get that annually. So you're in the top 5 to 10% income earners in the country. Now, at 5C, which call our presidential levels, ambassador levels, they're different ranks at the higher tier, we earn anywhere from $45,000 to $450,000 per month. How? By rinse and repeating the executive levels. Brian, you mean to tell me 12 equals 600 in a team, and you guys are going to leverage technology, leverage Zooms, leverage your living room, leverage social media, leverage YouTube, leverage TikTok, leverage your kitchen table, pass out some worksheets. Yeah, we leverage everything. You mean to tell me I can be one of the first in my city to introduce this concept of wealth building, and introduce this concept of a home-based business for less than $300, and I can become a top tier, one of the top 3 tiers in the company? Absolutely. How do I know? Because I did it. I'm in the top tier of the 3. I'm in the top tier just last year in 6 months. I went to Egypt, time freedom, rode the ATVs in the desert with 6 or 7 of my favorite friends, riding right next to the pyramids in the Sahara, got to see the Nile River. 2 months later, flew all the way to Australia, went to hang out with the kangaroos and koala bears. Certain animals are only in Australia. They're in no other country or continent. They're only in Australia. On the kangaroos' land, watching the koala bears in the trees, went over to the Sydney Opera House, went out whale watching. After that, flew to Dubai to check on my condominium. I'm on the 15th floor on a condominium in Dubai. Now I'm making international investments. Out there with the Bentleys and Rolls Royces and wealthy people, we riding camels in the desert in Dubai. All of that within 5 or 6 months. Why? Top tier, freedom, flexibility, hanging out with your loved ones, traveling the world. When are you gonna get serious and stop putting things off? And when you gonna stop wasting the money and the gift that you already have, your house or apartment? We surround you with the experts and do the rest. Now, you rinse and repeat. You're in the top 1% income earners in the country. The top 1%. Why is that important? Because aren't you tired of waiting till you retire? Why are we waiting on 401ks to plummet and IRAs we hope is, got enough money when you retire, only to find out that had you done the math, it's impossible. Let's start living the legacy and not just leaving the legacy. How do we do that? Well, 6 is multiply. The M in SIMPLE stands for multiply. We multiply your money with assets. We have land in California that we can purchase wholesale because of our membership. We show you how to become your own bank and use a wealth principle called a diversified cash flow account because of our membership. We show you how to use an asset like precious metal. See, the paper in your wallet is called currency. What you want to do is take your currency and buy you some money. See, when you start getting precious metal and you start becoming your own bank and you start buying land wholesale, these are things that the membership offers you at a huge discount. Why? Because you're a member of Make Wealth Real and you're part of our home-based business. We surround you with assets. And last but not least, number 7. 7A, you got to protect your money with trust funds. And when I tell you that you don't have to be wealthy to get a trust fund, but you need the trust fund to get wealthy, it takes you all the way down to the 0 to 5% tax bracket, even better than capital gains up top. Now your business has come 360. So it's time for you guys to just make a decision. Don't develop a headache, heart attack, hypertension, stress, stroke, die over $249 and $149 a month when you've seen multiple ways where the investment is coming back to you tenfold. Some of you guys say, I just want to be a member. The membership is $149 a month. Now, you don't get the home-based business deductions, and you don't get all the home-based business benefits, but you do get the cash flow that comes as a result of that average $2,187 coming back into your household. You do get the cash flow, but you're not getting the daily checks, you're not getting the residual income, you're not getting the tax deductions, you don't get the home-based business benefits because you didn't start the home-based business. The extra $100 as a number one time, that made you a home-based business owner. So why wouldn't an extra $100, why would you leave all those deductions on the table to the tune of about 467 more tax deductions, the home-based business benefits, and the monthly residual income for $100 more one time? So get with the person that invited you out. Let them know you're number two, membership only, no deductions, no home-based business benefits, but you do get the cash flow from the experts. Or you're number one, an extra $100 one time, total $249 one time. Your first $149 is already included. So for the extra $100, you get all the deductions, all the benefits, all the residual income, and everything else that the membership got because it is included. My name is Brian B, and I see you guys in the magazines. Take this wealth worksheet. Let's get you some more blank ones. Let's sit around at your table, at your house, and break this down to your friends and family so you too can pioneer your entire area. As of right now, there's no longer a secret to success. You guys have a good day.